wind sighs low through the whispering pines, a ghost of a promise lost in time. Shadows dance where the moonlight fades, on the edge of love where sorrow stays. A cabin stands where the creek runs dry, its walls still hear the echoes cry. Your laughter's gone, just a memory's trace, carved in the wood like a fleeting embrace. Oh, the pines, they tell our tale of a love that rose and hearts that fade. A melody mourns in the midnight air of dreams we lost but still lay bare. The steel slide hums like a mournful prayer, a voice for the pain that lingers there. Every step I take feels heavy with grief, through a hollowed life too brief to breathe. The stars, they watch, so cold, so still, as the valley sleeps beneath the hill. But I can't find rest, no peace, no sleep. Your shadow's a secret I still keep. Oh, the pines, they tell our tale of a love that rose and hearts that fade. A melody mourns in the midnight air of dreams we lost but still lay bare. Of dreams we lost but still lay bare. The wind, it howls through the hollowed pines, a ghostly wail along the county lines. The moon hangs low, its light so frail, casting shadows long where secrets wail. The shadows on the prairie, they never fade, whispered truths in the cold night shade. A broken heart bleeds into the ground in this lonesome place where love ain't found. The barn still stands, though the paint has peeled, a witness to what the dark concealed. The floorboards creak with a mournful tone, echoes of a love that died alone. The shadows on the prairie, they never fade, whisper midnight shade. A broken heart bleeds into the ground in this lonesome place where love ain't found. Every step I take, the past is near. Each breath I draw, it's thick with fear. The land remembers what we've tried to hide, the sins of lovers, the tears they cried. The sun will rise, but it won't bring peace. This weight I carry will never cease, for in the soul our secrets sleep, and through the years they'll cut so deep. There's a lantern swinging on the old oak tree, casting shadows where you used to meet me. The whispers of the wind, they call your name, but I know deep down it won't be the same. Ghosts in the hollow, they don't let go. They linger in the places where the wild weeds grow. I hear your voice in the midnight air, but when I turn, there's nothing there. The gravel road's got your footprints still, leading to the creek at the edge of the hill. I sit by the water where we used to laugh, but the echoes fade and the moments pass. Ghosts in the hollow, they don't let go. They linger in the places where the wild weeds grow. I hear your voice in the midnight air, but when I turn, there's nothing there. The steel slide cries like the tears I shed for the love I lost and the words unsaid. The shadows dance where the firelight dies, and I'm left alone with the howling sky. The stars above are cold and gray. They remind me of the night you walked away. The hollow's quiet, but it holds your trace, a fleeting glimpse of your timeless face. Moonlight spills on the hollow ground, the whisper rides the wind's low sound. The oak tree leans, its shadow tall. Echoes linger where lost souls call. The church bell tolls a mournful cry underneath the restless sky. Gravel crunch as boots tread slow to secrets buried deep, deep below. Shadows on the ridge tonight, ghosts of wrongs we couldn't right. The weight of love, the cost of sin, it's the quiet that screams within. Locket rusts in the cold, damp earth. A promise made, but what's it worth? The river bends, its waters gray, carrying sins we can't repay. A faint guitar hums through the air, like a prayer to no one there. The strings cry out, the steel slides weep for a past that won't let us sleep. Shadows on the ridge tonight, ghosts of wrongs we couldn't right. The weight of love, the cost of sin, it's the quiet that screams within. There's a hollow road where the moonlight fades through the broken trees and the restless shade. The wind whispers tales of a love grown cold, and the stars look down on the secrets untold. A cabin stands where the sorrow's sown, with creaking boards and a heart of stone. The fire died out, but the embers still glow, telling stories of a time from long ago. Your shadows linger, they never let go, on this hollow road where the lost souls roam. A love once bright, now buried below, in the silence of the hollow road. Her voice still echoes in the midnight air, a haunting sound that lingers there. Her laughter turned to a mournful cry, now she wanders where the willows sigh. The shadows linger, they never let go, on this hollow road where the lost souls roam. A love once bright, now buried below, in the silence of the hollow road. Like a ghostly hymn, strings hum low, the light grows dim. This road holds pain like a heavy chain, every step marked by a scarred refrain. Now I walk alone where her footsteps led, chasing shadows of the words she said. The hollow road knows my heart too well, it's a winding path through heaven and hell. crooked pine, its light a whisper, a hollow sign. The wind it wails through the hollow's throat, carrying tales that the darkness wrote. A cabin stands where the timber creaks, its walls bear scars that no tongue speaks. The door swings wide, no one's there, just a ghost of grief in the cold night air. Shadows on the ridge, they call my name, a sinner's prayer, a voice of shame. The past it lingers, it won't let go, in the shadowed woods where the cold winds blow. I hear her laugh in the still of night, a memory burns like a fading light. Her hands once warm now slip through mine, lost in the haze where the dark stars shine. The steel slide moans like a mournful cry, strings hum low as the moments die. A hollow heart beats slow and deep in the woods where the shadows creep. Shadows on the ridge, they call my name, a sinner's prayer, a voice of shame. The past it lingers, it won't let go, in the shadowed woods where the cold winds blow. There's a whisper in the pines, cold and low, underneath the stars where the shadows grow. A bottle by my side and a ghost in my chest. Every sip brings me closer to a restless rest. The floorboards creak where the memories lay. Her laughter still echoes, though she's miles away. The steel slide weeps like the tears in my eyes, in this hollowed out house where love finally dies. Oh, whiskey moonlight, guide me through the pain, shine on the heartache that I can't contain. Every chord I strum is a cry to the night, drowning in sorrow beneath your pale light. The wind carries her name, soft and sweet, but it's tangled in the thorns at my weary feet. Her photograph fades on the mantel's edge, a love once promised, now a solemn pledge. The strings hum low like the ache in my bones, lost in the dark where a man dies alone. The steel slide moans with a sorrowful tune as I raise my glass to the whiskey moon. cabin on the hillside where the whispers never rest. The moonlight paints the valley ghostly pale at best. The wind, it hums a sorrow through the cracks in weathered wood, and the shadows on the ridge, they've never understood. I found her there one evening with her tears and broken dreams, a suitcase full of silence unraveling at the seams. Her eyes were like a tempest, but her voice a quiet prayer, and the shadows on the ridge, they just lingered there. Oh, the night knows secrets that the daylight never learns. In the stillness of the dark, every heavy heart returns. They say the ridge remembers every cry and every plea. The shadows keep the stories that set no one free. I stayed to mend her spirit, but the scars, they ran too deep. The past was like a chain wrapped tight around her feet. The days turned into echoes as the seasons rolled away, and the shadows on the ridge, they began to sway. Now I stand here by the cabin where the silence feels alive. The memories in the timber like ghosts that still survive. The wind, it hums a sorrow as it weaves through ancient pine, and the shadows on the ridge, they are yours and mine. Oh, the night knows secrets that the daylight never learns. In the stillness of the dark, every heavy heart returns. They say the ridge remembers every cry and every plea. The shadows keep the stories that set no one free. The hollow road winds through the pines, a whisper where the sunlight dies. Shadows dance where secrets sleep, a tale of sorrow, cold and deep. The creek runs red where the willows bend, the ghosts of love that couldn't mend. A cabin stands all torn and gray, its walls still mourn for yesterday. Oh, shadows on the hollow road carry the weight of what's been owed. Each step I take, the past unfolds and whispers long. Truth is told. A locket lost beneath the moss, a life once lived now pays the cost. The stars above can't lie This lonesome path holds only rain. The wind it moans a hollow tune beneath the watch of a blood-red moon, and every stone beneath my feet holds the cries of love's defeat. Oh, shadows on the hollow road carry the weight of what's been owed. Each step I take, the past unfolds and whispers dark. The truth is told. The moon hangs low on a velvet thread, casting shadows where the angels dread. The wind hums soft through the hollow pines, a hymn of sorrow in a world that's blind. I walk this road where the gravel moans, each step echoes like 1,000 stones. The night's a mirror, it shows my face, a ghost of love in an empty space. Oh, whispered shadows call my name, through the dark they stoke the flame. A fire burns where the cold winds wail, carrying secrets on a lonesome trail. The church bell rings, but the pews are bare, a hollow sound in the heavy air. I kneel alone where the past won't fade, praying for peace in the mess I've made. Steel strings weep as the stars align, marking the edge of borrowed time. A haunting cry from the hills afar reminds me of how lost we are. Oh, whispered shadows call my name, through the dark they stoke the flame. A fire burns where the cold winds wail, carrying secrets on a lonesome trail. hangs low on a lonesome sky, casting shadows where the wild hearts die. A bottle of whiskey, an empty chair, memories linger in the midnight air. Oh, whiskey shadows, they're calling me, a ghost of sorrow on a restless sea. Every sip brings a darker hue to the life I lost and the love I knew. The floorboards creak where her footsteps fell. Her laughter's now just an aching shell. The steel slide moans as I play her song, each note a wound where it all went wrong. Oh, whiskey shadows, they're calling me, a ghost of sorrow on a restless sea. Every sip brings a darker hue to the life I lost and the love I knew. The clock ticks slow, but the nights run fast, haunted by echoes of a shattered past. The strings hum low and the fire burns out, leaving only silence and the weight of doubt. The morning light brings no reprieve, just a hollow man with no soul to grieve. The bottle's dry, but the pain's still here, lost in the shadows of a love too dear. There's a house on the hill where the lanterns don't glow, where the wind through the cracks sings a sorrowful woe. The walls whisper secrets of hearts that have sinned, and shadows on the ridge are where it begins. The gravel road winds where the memories lay, past the rusted out truck and the dreams gone astray. The cries of the past haunt the air cold and thin, and the echoes of the ridge pull you back in. Oh, shadows on the ridge, they call out my name, a tale of the broken, of guilt and of shame. The ghosts of the lost in the dark, they abide, shadows on the ridge where the secrets reside. A faded photograph left to weather the years shows faces long gone, but the pain reappears. A love that was stolen, a lie that was told. The ridge keeps its silence, but the truth feels so cold. The moon casts its glow, but it can't light the pain. The ridge holds the sorrow like an old rusted chain. The nights are so quiet, but the memories scream of shadows on the ridge and the shattered dreams. Oh, shadows on the ridge, they call out my name. A tale of